Everyone knows France and Korea are in Texas. It will be an American final. True. As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion, who hasn't dropped a single map so far in this tournament. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have his opponent. We have the American Zerg player representing himself and his clan, DGIT. Not too familiar with it. It is Silky. Here we go. ByuN, of course, going for Surax. This is going to be really interesting because I don't think Silky's he's experienced ByuN in recent times. I don't know if he knows how to react to this. I am concerned. First non-Scarlet Zerg? Exclamation mark Funada, Emperor Fubel. Canada is not America. As we do have a Hatchcast pool here from Silky, so a pretty standard opener here from our Zerg. Likewise, a standard opener from ByuN as well. I say a standard for ByuN, his standard opener, going for the 2 racks. With this, he should be making 3 Reapers, and on a map like Dragon Scales, this wouldn't be a bad map to go for 4 racks, to be honest. I know that we actually haven't seen ByuN 4 racks in a couple of days. Recently, he has been going for these 2-1-1 variations instead, which has been really exciting. I do really find it refreshing when ByuN mixes things up and goes for a different follow-up, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that follow-up will be, just because I do think that 4 axes do have a little bit more power on Dragon Scales. I do think he'd find a lot of success with it. But we'll see. We'll see what he goes for. As back at home, Silky is prioritizing link speed. We do have quite a hefty amount of links on the way. We have 6, and we have another 2 as well. This is pretty committed as Silky, and he's going to be delaying his 3rd base as a result. Silky was able to scout the opener. He's going to be dancing here with these Reapers, making sure he doesn't lose too much, but the Reapers do dive on in. They don't quite get that drone kill, just barely. Only get 1 link. Very nice control there out of Silky. Able to avert disaster. Oh, as he's going for an Evo. Huh. This is interesting. Okay, so he hasn't pulled out a gas, as he just loses one of the gas mining workers. Does immediately pull back in. Is this going to be for fast +1 carapace? That would be a really interesting response to a 4 axe, which it happens to be, by the way. There's the 3rd and the 4th racks thrown down. A lot of links do fall. Yes, +1 carapace. I really like this. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a bit of a hard counter, as we do have more links on the way. Once +1 carapace kicks in, like, he's gonna have a much easier time cleaning up all of these Marines. Meanwhile, a bunker is thrown down. It looks like ByuN is expecting an all-in, just because he hasn't seen the 3rd base. And to be fair, the 3rd base is very delayed, but finally it is being taken. Oh. As Reapers are going to be chipping away at this hatchery. Oh, we even may force a cancel, actually. That's quite a lot of DPS, but link speed does kick in. Oof. Even with link speed, though, these links, they have a hard time dealing with these Reapers. We're doing what we can, but we're just trading so damn efficiently. Well, ByuN is just trading so damn efficiently. Meanwhile, Silky's going all in. We have a Baneling nest on the way. And I do think that this can work really well depending on how much momentum he has. Like, he's been bleeding out a lot of links, unfortunately. So we have seen Ragnarok completely shut this down before. Ragnarok, he 2-0'd ByuN less than a week ago. Ragnarok did 2-0 ByuN by going for not the Evo Chamber, but going for a Baneling Nest, a delayed third base. He makes a massive amount of lings. He swallows up the push, and after he cleans this up, he goes for a big counterattack. We see a scan. Banelings have been spotted. ByuN pushes into it, which is a bold move, by the way. He sees the all-in, essentially. And he's pushing out across the map anyway. If ByuN loses this army, then he may just lose the game if he doesn't have enough back at home to defend. But he is transitioning already. Factory is already done. Starport is on the way. Silky getting ready here. He is droning, so Silky is attempting to transition. The Queens trying to do what they can. Lings are setting up for a surround, but there are just so many Marines and not enough Lings. Yeah, Silky bled out. He bled out too much earlier. Better surround, but ByuN, he's able to slip away. His Marines are well lubricated. Yeah, oiled up. He will lose everything, but we don't really have enough to counterattack. I say that we have 14 more Lings on the way. Is that enough? Not too sure. Yeah, as time goes on, I mean, the bunker is up and running. We have a tank on the way. Once the tank comes out, then ByuN will be solid here on his 2 bases. So Silky's on a timer, and it feels like Silky's indecisive. He made a wave of Lings, and now he's droning. And he's behind. He's behind in the worker count already. As he's trying to catch up, he's getting a macro hatch, taking a 4th base, getting his lair up and running for baneling speed. It feels like Silky is very middle of the road, and that is typically not the best thing to do in StarCraft. Just because at this stage, like, players are so efficient with their builds. Like, a lot of these things could have been drones earlier, and now he could be producing army instead. Double drop, moving out across the map. Silky does have eyes on all the 3rd base locations, so he at least has that. Shouldn't really be feeling too pressured to be active. And yeah, we'll see how he's able to engage here, as he's able to force a pick up. At least the upgrades are looking really good for Silky. 3rd base is being taken, and that is spotted as well. And we'll see if he can keep up, as ByuN is going to be pushing out across the map. I mean, now Silky does have a target, if he so wishes. He has a Changeling, keeping eyes on this 3rd base as well. I believe the Changeling did spot the move out. He's aware of the location of ByuN's army. Silky getting ready for a surround. The positioning here is pretty damn good for Silky, but the tank positioning is looking even better. Can Silky clean this up? He's coming in from behind. He's getting on top of the tanks as well. The Banelings are trying to roll on in. Good target firing out of ByuN. But the tanks do fall. At the same time, the double drop comes in, and there's nothing at home to defend. Everything is falling here. Silky turns back around. He loses 6 drones, a bunch of Queens. And he shouldn't even be able to clean up these Marines because of these medevacs. Oh, he does manage to pick off... he actually detonates his Banelings here in the middle line. 17 SCVs go down. Now loses a lot of Lings, but he does do quite a bit of counter damage. And he's staying in this. Silky is able to keep up. Because of this Baneling run by, he's able to cripple the economy here of ByuN and keep things even. I mean, ByuN is still ahead in the economy, to be fair. But the disparity isn't as large as it once was. Oh my god. Another Baneling run by. The base itself is actually getting quite low as well. ByuN is got to be careful not to lose that Nexus. Sorry, the CC. We've been casting a lot of shit out, okay? But if the double jump comes into the main base, the medevac does get picked off, but oh, we get 4 drones and a Queen. This is getting scrappy though. We're getting down. We're getting dirty. And, yeah, ByuN, he wants to be active. He wants to push out. He's forced to kind of go against his nature here and stay at home. Secure this third. But he does have the freedom to continue this drop play. The tanks are going to be kept at home this time. He is far more prepared for a run by. We got bunkers, we got tanks, we got reinforcements, SimCity. And unfortunately, Silky doesn't have a lot of anti-air. He doesn't have a good answer to these drops. He's going full pure Ling main. He's going for another run by, but again, the tanks are in position, or are they? The Bailings, they do find their connections there on those Marines. The Lings get on top of the tanks. He's getting into the middle line. Once again, everything goes down. At the same time, we have the double drop into the main base. 15 SCVs full, but ByuN, he's looking for some counter damage. He's getting a lot of queens. He's getting a lot of drones. Silky, can he hold on? It looks like he can. Well worth it here for Silky. Silky, for the first time this game, takes a worker lead. He's keeping up. For how much longer, though? There's a couple of things that I'm really concerned about. So the biggest one is that ByuN is working on 3-2, soon to be 3-3, and Silky is stuck on 1-1. Like, his surrounds and, like, Silky's engagements have been, like, carrying him this game. His surrounds, his run-bys. The quality of his army, though, is really low. Silky has been staying on a low drone count as well, a low base count. He's setting up for a full surround once again, but oh my god, can he pull this off? Bailey's do connect with those Marines. Once again, he's rolling into that mineral line. He takes down the tanks. Oh my god. Forces a cancel on the 4CC, takes down another 14 SCVs. ByuN is running out of money. He's running out of mineral patches. Down to 37 workers. At the same time, another drop into the main base, but this time Silky was prepared. He's just going to keep on going, keep on rolling. Widow Mines are going to pose an issue. Ooh, I do like this adaptation out of ByuN. I do think it makes a lot of sense. Oof. These mines, they can get so much value. We'll try to keep an eye on them. Liberators are moving out. There's only one queen in position, no spore. The Liberator could do a lot of damage. Even though Silky's been crippling the economy of ByuN, he hasn't been making any drones, so because of that, Silky doesn't have the best, like, economic lead. Things are still very close, and here we go. Lings are rolling on in. The mines up! Ooh. One mine does go off, but you know what? That one mine was not enough. Once again, the third base is going to be going down. The hot pickup, though, on those SCVs. ByuN this time saves the majority of his workers. He averts disaster. Oof. As we do see another mine not going to go off. The Widow Mines are not going to be able to reset. Can we break into the natural base? Oh my god. Looks like we counted the mines. No! Oof. Oh my god. 3 mine shots go off. 3 juicy connections across the map. 12 workers went down to the Liberators. It looks like Silky has run out of steam. He did really well for himself. He was doing such a great job at just counterattacking time and time again. But now he actually doesn't have an economy. It's actually looking really rough here for Silky. This time ByuN was able to preserve his own workers as well. Oof, once again, another massive mine shot. Bailings are rolling on in. They don't get the connections that they're looking for. Another big loss for Silky. At the same time, more drones go down on the top right-hand corner of the map. These Liberators are doing so much. This one Liberator has 5 drone kills already. Denying more mining. And this is, as this goes on, this is looking worse and worse for Silky. His Lings go down. Oh my god, massive Widow Mine shot once again. GG gets called and ByuN takes game number 1. GG. Oh my god. even though ByuN did win that game and he really did look solid towards the end, getting there was really rocky. It was really close. There were moments where Silky was looking so damn good. Unfortunately, he was all in the entire time because of his low worker count. And at a certain point, once the Widow Mines were incorporated, once ByuN started actually, even saving his workers with those medevacs, we did see ByuN trading just far more efficiently in the end. It wasn't just that, of course, the upgrades were kicking in. The Liberator Harass as well. Oh, ByuN really just ramped it up. And Silky wasn't able to keep up, but again, really solid game. Really back and forth. Jeez. Oh, and as we get into this, a massive shout out to Vindicta. Thank you so I did notice that it was in the middle of the game. Massive shout out to Vindicta. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you had a great stream. Papi, you did well. You did really well against Showdown, by the way. I'm really proud of you. I know you lost the series, but even in game 3, you looked really good. You looked really damn good. So yeah, I hope you're proud. I know I am, and I hope you're okay. Hope you're feeling good, Papi. Hope you're feeling good. GG. For those that are tuning in, of course, we are in the semifinals of ESL Open Cup Americas. The winner of this series moves on to face Clem in the grand finals. So we are diving on in. Diving into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Gressfarm, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion, leading the series 1-0. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Gressfarm, we have his opponent. We have the American Zerg player down in the series, but actually having some really good moments in that last game. It is Silky. Here we go. Once again, ByuN is setting up for his 2-ranks opener. As to be expected in TvZ, it is what he's known for. It is what he is good at. Oh boy, and he was honestly doing quite a lot with this in the previous game. If you remember, the initial Ling Bane bust from Silky was hampered quite a bit just by the Reaper harass and the Reaper control of ByuN. He crippled and he killed so many Lings early on in the game. It was a rough start for Silky. Of course, he did bring it back and he was able to do so much damage at the third base of ByuN time and time again. But after the first game, I'm sure ByuN is going to be a lot more on notice, a lot more aware of his opponents, as Silky is going for a gas first. Gas pool hatch opener. So yeah, very aggressive start here from Silky. I'm curious as to what the plan is. I feel like roach bushes are ill-advised against ByuN. He is so damn good at defending against them, especially with this opener. He's been very practiced against Dark in the weeks past. So we'll see what Silky's going to be doing here with all this gas. He does work on Ling's speed. He's staying in gas as well. This is looking like potentially a Baneling Nest follow-up. Or a Roach Warren. We'll see what the gas is used for. Typically, we don't mind gas at this level of play unless it's going to be used for something. What exactly? We'll see. As we have the first Reaper of ByuN moving out across the map. Second and third Reaper on the way. CC taken on the low ground. And yeah, we have quite a lot of gas here. We could even go for a fast lair. I'm curious. Very curious. As we finally do pull out of gas, but we have a lot available to us. Lings are on the way. Queens are moving on out as well. Reapers so far haven't done too much for themselves. They've gotten 0 damage so far. And it is going to be the 4-Rax follow-up. There's the third and the fourth Rax. So once again, ByuN wants to be in the face of his opponent. We saw last game Silky respond with a fast Evo chamber for +1 carapace. We'll see what he responds with this time. He does have the gas for it, if he so wishes to go for that upgrade. Yep, there it is. Evo chamber for +1 carapace. So he's going for the same reaction. He's going for the same response. As of course he did confirm the opener. Lings are moving out. Oh, the jukes! Reapers are once again, they avoid the surround, and the Lings, they are not able to deal with these Reapers. 3 of them do cover themselves, especially in the hands of ByuN. He just out-controls and outmaneuvers Silky. I'm telling you, his Reapers are dangerous. Even here, the third base is being delayed. Oh. God, the Lings, they finally get a bit of a better surround here, and they're finally going to be able to clean these up, but it took a long time for this to happen. The Queen was in the way. No! There we go. Third base is finally being taken. We get the surround. We clean up those Reapers. And I imagine Silky is going to be throwing down the Baneling Nest soon. There it is. Baneling Nest is on the way. So this is the exact same reaction. So far, the execution has been better from Silky. Last game, he lost so many more Lings to those Reapers. This time, only 8. I say only 8. Still a lot, to be fair, but it is able to clean them up. First wave of Marines are pushing out across the map. A very early push here from ByuN, designed to catch the Zerg player off guard, and Silky hasn't seen this coming. He didn't know it was here until it's too late. Overlord goes down. The base is under threat. The Queens are brought to the front lines. There are so many Marines. Stim is now done. And I don't know if Silky can stop this. He was caught with his pants down. 1 Queen falls. 2nd Queen is about to fall as well. The game may end here and now. Oh god, that's 3 Queens. We finally clean up these Marines, but that was so much damage. That was every single Queen. That's going to eat into the larva. That's going to eat into the injects. That's going to slow down this push from Silky. And here comes the second wave. Oh, he's droning. Oh no, he thinks it's over. I believe he did spot the army moving out. He should be aware Banelings are on the way. But slow Banelings are not reliable against ByuN unless you get us around. Here we go. The hatchery once again is under threat. ByuN, he wants to get a kill. We do force a stim. The split is looking pretty damn good, and ByuN is able to avert disaster. It looks like he's running out of steam, though. It looks like Silky was able to get good enough connections. He holds on. He does force ByuN back. It wasn't an efficient trade for Silky. It was minerals for gas. But regardless, Silky is actually racing into a very fast, a relatively fast lair. There's on the way. This should be for Baneling speed. Back at home, ByuN throwing down his factory. Oh my god, he's actually setting up quite heavily here. He's delaying his third base by so much. This is basically a 2-base all-in. He's working towards 5 Raxes. 1-1 timing here. An armory is on the way as well. God, ByuN's third base is so heavily delayed. And as a result, he's going to have a massive army here to work with. Silky, thankfully, isn't droning too much. I mean, it's Silky, right? He's not he's not going to be droning too much. Hydrogen is on the way. Double drop sneaks out across the map. This hasn't been spotted at all by Silky. So drop dives into the main base, and ooh, damage is being done. Yeah, Silky not quite in position. Baneling speed not done either. This drop is getting out of control. 6 drones go down, as well as that Queen. ByuN being a little bit ambitious with this as he moves forward here on the front lines. Banelings are here to react there. Once again, the spread is insane by ByuN. And that double drop from the main base, it reinforces the push. He's going to be able to focus on the hatchery. It was weakened, softened up earlier. And he is able to pull apart Silky. There are no Banelings left. Without Banelings, we cannot defend against this. The Lings go down. GG. Good luck in the next game as ByuN takes the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Well played. Congratulations to ByuN. Oh boy, just snowballing out of control. Again, there was no third from ByuN. He was just doubling down on his production instead. It was essentially a 2-base all-in from ByuN. Hyper aggressive, and Silky was unable to recognize that either. He was working towards a 4th base. He was squeezing out a couple of extra drones. Wasn't able to keep up here. I say wasn't able to keep up. Unfortunately, he was lacking overlords in between his bases as well, so he had very delayed reactions to what was happening, to the drop play, to the pushes of ByuN. Yeah, Silky had very little time to react just because of how little map vision he had and what map awareness he had. But shout out to Silky. Again, he went further than any other American Zerg player has gone before. Really impressive run here from Silky to make it this far into the tournament, to make it into the semifinals. His run does end here, but a really impressive result nonetheless. So shout out to Silky, and yeah, that is the end of the Protoss and the Zerg players in this tournament. Now only Terrans remain. Now only one will survive. It's going to be a grand finals here, a best of 5 between Clem and ByuN.